Hello, how you doing? We are finishing the endwalker side quest, and here we go. Where could it have gone? What a bother this is. If only I could find someone who, fortune is on my side indeed. You seem the doughty sort. Might you help me locate a missing mammoth? A colleague has reported that one has escaped and gone on a rampage. It was last sighted wandering southeast of here, where it has slain one of the specimens. We tried to deactivate the mammoth remotely, but it has outright ignored our commands. Now our only recourse is to stop that willful thing by force. Perhaps you could do the honors. If you're up for it, I'll need you to locate it and put it out of commission. Once that Pungus Poppet has been silenced, place it in the scoffer and return it to me. So will you help me? Fantastic. I know you weren't the type to say no to a man in need. Find the corpse of the fiend it fought and you'll like to come across the directionless doll. Were you able to retrieve our little runaway and shove him into that container? I'm ready to take it off your hands whenever you are willing to part with it, though I'm not sure why you would want to hang on to it for longer than necessary. Goodness, you've done it. I can't thank you enough. Truly. Not sure what I would have done had you not come along. This mammoth's unfortunate escape is the work of the Loporits, you know. They meant no harm, I'm sure, but they insisted on tinkering with the things, the nerds, wanting to make some improvements, apparently. And as you can see, Baroness meddling has caused us a deal of grief. To be fair, they did look rather contrite when I found them what had transpired. When I told them what had transpired. I can't stay angry at them, though. They had only the best intentions. In fact, they need some cheering up after the tongue lashing they gave them. Yes, they will deserve the thickest, crunchiest carrots I can find. And on that note, farewell, adventurer, and thank you. Oh, we don't do these quests. Alright, less quests than I thought. So I got those over there. 3 of them. Haven't we met before? You're one of Irianje's friends, yes? Ah, I thought so. I'm here wandering around Labyrinthos, hoping to find some work to do. It sounds like such fun, but I don't even know where to start or how to ask for it. Can you help me? Of course. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's find someone with work for me. Perhaps this person can help us. Is there something I can help you with? You and your friend with? I'd heard Loporits were interested in learning about our culture, and you're saying this one is looking for a job? Yes, I would like to work at a job. Do you know where one of I could do? Well, most people here work at Aporia or Thermazian, but we would need to submit documents to request a proper level of clearance and... Oh, I have an idea. As you've seen, the man-made habitats hereabouts are populated by a variety of experimental subjects. Some of the bolder beasts, however, have been known to cause unfortunate incidents in and around the elemental reactors. In order to encourage these creatures to keep their distance, we put together some bags of noxious non-repellent. I'd appreciate it if you would place a few of them by the reactors themselves. For now, I need you to ward 2 such facilities, the one to the south and the one to the west of Logging Stun Beta. Here, there's an armful for each of you, so you can split the work. Oh, I'm sorry for making you work, too, but that means we can share the payment as well. Right, I'll go to the south reactor, and you take the one to the west. Work, work, work. All done. Would you mind making a report to our employer? Thank you both for your cooperation. I'll handle the payment to our lunar friend here so that she might have a full job experience. Oh, and I'll throw in some apples from Marigold's Agronomics too. Enjoy. Oh, a new food to try. Let's head up back to the stairs and eat them together. Time to munch on these apples. They look delicious, don't they? Oh my, they don't just look delicious. They are delicious. They might be even better than carrots. I thought this place would be like a moratorium since it's all artificial, but I'm glad I was wrong. I was wrong about a lot, even after Orianche told me what to expect. And I learned so much at my job. I think I want to try another one. Oh, before I forget, here's your share of the payment. Thank you for all your help. All for Charlene Hamlet. Cool outfit. We have staved off calamity, rendering our initial plans of escape rather pointless. Nevertheless, the vastness of space has not lost its intrigue. Indeed, the lunar surface is a land that yet captivates many of us, and some, such as myself, hope to one day journey there. Aye, we may soon find ourselves pioneering that rugged, hitherto unknown terrain, and to do that we must prepare, and prepare well. As I understand it, you have first-hand experience with that vast emptiness. Perhaps then you would be willing to lend us a hand? If you are able to, I would ask that you slay a center Anelia and from its carcass retrieve its core. So what say you? Can you help us? You will? That is most heartening news. On behalf of all those who will someday step bravely onto the barren, unforgiving land, I thank you. I wonder if this is like a side quest that leads into the cosmic exploration, and it's just not finished yet. Who knows? You've returned, and far sooner than I had anticipated. So tell me, have you the core for which I asked? Well done. With this, we shall be one step closer to the fruition of our plan, and thanks to you, of course. The Lockbirds claim that not all of the lunar surface can support life as we understand it. Rather, only certain pockets can be considered hospitable, such as southern Mare Laboratorium. If we were to explore beyond the reaches of said areas, we will need a method by which we can survive those inclimbable wastelands far more than a few paltry moments. Fortunately, we are researching one such method as we speak. It involves the storage of air, which is sadly absent up there, compressed into a wearable device which can purify the air expelled by its owner. The core you brought us will be a central component in its development. It will take some time before our research comes to anything, but rest assured we will see it done, and once we have, you will have the honor of knowing you've assisted us in making history. But since that's hardly helpful to you now, here's a reward for your efforts. Cool. Behold, my masterwork. Each and every record is stored within this walls, organized by subject, then title, color, and finally order. None shall ever struggle to find the resources they seek with the system now. If only my colleagues were so scrupulous. Alas, I find myself missing several items from the catalog that ought to be filed here with the rest of the documentation for the elitist scope and our moon-bound vessel. Will you aid me in completing my magnum opus by locating them? You will need to search the archives of two parts of a manuscript entitled The Elitoscope, a Historical Lens. Do not count on both being in the same place, and Starfaring Art Construction Records. I do not mind if you stop to read them. Valak knows you will find them enlightening, so long as you return by the time I have finished checking this last row. Knowledge of the events of Heidel and foretold had the potential to shatter world under. Thus did the Forum elect to construct a means more secure than the anti-tower for future exchange with Earth. Beneath the nation's very foundations, evacuation of Labyrinthos began in secret. Thence did we locate the veil between physical and ethereal, and constructed a finely attuned lens by which to penetrate it, the elitoscope. Perhaps the greatest secret of our forebears uncovered was that of the requisite conditions for conversing with the will of the star. First, the individual acting as intermediary must be possessed of the rare ability to hear her voice. Additionally, they must position themselves in the liminal space between physical and ethereal. Huh. Kinda like me. Okay. Use of the facility known as the elitoscope has granted us both the wisdom and determination to solidify our plans and convert construction of the ark that will transport us to the heavens has begun. The Allegan Empire built similar starfaring vessels, notably the Lesser Moon, Dalmold, as well as its Ragnar-class interment hulks and Aldemol-class surveillance satellite. Theirs was the most technologically advanced civilization in recorded history, and we fully intend to utilize any knowledge we can gain from their techniques to the utmost. Interesting. Ah, I do love the smell of aging parchment in the morning. Did you find the documents? Truth be told, I am surprised that you found all three in this mess of an archive. Surprised yet grateful. As I presume you will have read, 'tis only the momentous efforts by our predecessors that we stand here today. I am honored to have seen their legacy to fruition. Yet to ensure the chronicles of these deeds are accessible is no less important a task. Indeed, now that they are no longer confidential, I am certain that historians and laymen alike can benefit from the perspectives they provide. That is why every record must be kept in its proper place, and thanks to you, they will be. One last quest. That's it. Why, hello there. Let me guess. You're an adventurer, a mercenary for hire, willing to stand against any beast so long as the reward is commensurate? Well then, I have the job for you and a price to match. I'm in need of two rather unique crystals which can be obtained from Somas, ice giants of fierce repute. You'll find the frigid fiends lumbering about southeast of here, so if you wouldn't mind. Still in one piece, are you? Very good. Now have you the crystals? Yes, exactly what I was looking for. Excellent work. I see that glint in your eyes. You wish to know how I mean to use them, don't you? Then allow me to satisfy your curiosity. As you know, Kokol and his fellow fools have seen fit to amplify fire aspected ether using the reactor. Abnormal heat signals have been detected in a portion of the ether conductor running beneath our feet. These ice crystals can counteract these undue temperature spikes by forcibly cooling the affected areas. But enough about me and my woes. You have more than earned your reward, adventurer. Should I need any assistance in the future, I'll be sure to call upon you and your expertise. To think an adventurer such as yourself saved our skins. What a vaunted occupation you hold, one which mine could never hold a candle to. Okay. Let me just make sure of one thing. Okay. Yeah, that's it for side quests. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the endwalker side quests or just catching the final episode. Either way, have a good day or night. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Be easy.